Welcome to another edition of Bulls Roundup. Along with Mike Lefko, I'm Jim Lauk. November is here. A lot of basketball coming up on the show, including an in-depth look at women's basketball coach Jose Fernandez. Right now, though, we're into conference tournament time for both soccer teams. Let's start there.
Yeah, winter sports are creeping in, but soccer still have a lot to go through. Women's soccer has concluded the regular season. They compete in the American Athletic Conference tournament this week, and the women's soccer team really pulled in the accolades. Denise Schulte-Brown picked up that 100th career win at USF earlier. The Bulls landed 3 players on the all-conference second team, and then had Evelyn Viennes, her of 16 goals in the regular season, pick up Rookie of the Year in the conference and first team all-conference selection. The men's soccer team is still wrapping up its regular season. Their final match is Saturday against Temple. That's a home match against the Owls, but the men have already won the conference regular season championship, and they clinched that with a 1-0 win against SMU in double overtime last week. Because they're the 1 seed, the men get to host the conference tournament here at USF, and that begins on Friday, November 11th.
On to football. Raymond James Stadium, the Bulls host number 22 Navy. All USF early. Quinton Flowers' 63-yard touchdown run helped set the tone. Bulls were out 28-0 in the first quarter in this game. They go on to a 52-45 victory. USF now 7-2. 4-1 in the conference. After 9 weeks of football, they earn a bye week. No game this week, but they will be back with 2 consecutive road games, going first to Memphis, then to SMU. Last home game November 26th against UCF. Volleyball picked up a win and a loss in the past week. They defeated East Carolina in the Corral before falling to Cincinnati. Bulls have 2 more home matches coming up in the month of November, including senior night.
And USF cross country competed in the conference meet in the final weekend of October. It was the first race the Bulls ran this year outside the state of Florida. Sophomore Jessica Taylor finished 10th, the best finish for any Bull in the American Athletic Conference, and she picked up all conference honors. The NCAA Regional for the Bulls is Friday, November 11th in Tallahassee. When we talked about the fall sports coming up, we're going to transition into the winter. Basketball Media Day for the men and the women. That's when Bulls Roundup continues.
We are American. We have the grit to dig deep and the courage to stand together. For us, it's all or nothing. You see, that's power. We are power.
I laughed, I cried, I told my friends, it's a real life drama I recommend. It touches your heart, it opens your mind, it's part of your history, part of our times, and the days are not a sequel, the ending's up to you. The amazing story, the amazing story.
Tampa Bay Times, official newspaper of the USF Bulls.
The University of South Florida is a regional powerhouse with global significance, leading advances that are changing the world. Now a leader among the nation's universities in research, healthcare, and just being cool. The place where young men and women train to become the best.
This is where the Bulls run.
When you need game day precision to sear, saute, or simmer call on natural gas. With tight temperature control and instant on-off settings, you can entertain your fans at home anytime. People's Gas. We're delivering the natural choice more Floridians enjoy. Learn how you can earn up to $1,750 in cashback allowances with our energy conservation rebates at peoplesgas.com/enjoy.
American Athletic Conference Media Days in Philadelphia. Players and coaches meeting the national media, and both USF teams were well represented.
Optimistically excited about where we're at right now, especially with the team that we have, the young men that we're getting a chance to coach, and how they continue to grow and develop, and still knowing that we have a lot still to get better at, but really excited about where we're at right now.
I would say the chemistry. I've been here all 3 years, and it's by far the best that I've seen. We all like each other. We all here. We all want to go on the court and fight for each other, and I think that's going to be a big change for us this season.
It is a challenge, but it's also a great opportunity to put your imprint on a program and to see it grow and develop to where you want it to be at. And so that's how we're approaching it. We've got great kids that now going into year 3 have trusted the process, is what we always tell them, trust the process. And it is a process and it takes time. And, we're looking forward to that process, showing dividends coming forward.
It's taken the next step in our program. We've gone to the NCAA tournament 3 of the last 4 years. We have a WNIT national championship on our resume. What's the next step for the University of South Florida women's basketball program? Well, I think it's getting to a Sweet 16. It's getting to an Elite 8. So we're that close, and I think if we continue to recruit the type of players that we've recruited in our program, the sky's the limit for women's basketball in the city of Tampa and at USF.
Everyone's really good in this conference, and we have a pretty tough schedule, I think. And talking about UConn, they're like their #1 team. Everyone has a lot of respect for them. We too, but we don't think they're unbeatable. I believe in my team. I think we can win them, and that's what we're working for. We're working for the AAC championship, and I really believe and I think we can do it.
Season openers for men's and women's basketball just a few days away. A lot of new faces to look forward to on the men's side, and Mike, the women's team almost made the preseason top 25.
Receiving votes, and that just shows the respect the coaches and the media have given this Bulls team after coming off a season where they were ranked in the top 25 all year.
Well, student athletes at USF work hard on academics all year long, but it really goes up to another level this time of year as finals approach. Let's get inside the USF Academic Enrichment Center, see all the preparations going on.
Our Student Athlete Enrichment Center is a high traffic area for our student athletes all times of year, but particularly during finals time. It's really a one-stop shop for students in this building to be able to do all the things they need to do as student athletes, but to also get up here and get that studying in.
Our center is a great place for our student athletes to come and make sure that they're taking care of their academics. It really is a unique spot. It's not across campus, it's not in a different location. It's right where the majority of their locker rooms are, practice, the training room, everything is right here, and so it allows for one centralized location for student athletes to be a part of. And so the ability for them to come here and get their study hall done and get their tutoring done and make sure that they're having their academic coordinator meetings with their specific coordinators, it's really a great spot.
It's pretty much our goal in the USF Athletics area to make sure that we have our arms fully around all the student athletes. So, and helping them with anything from, when they come in as freshmen and making sure that transition is smooth, particularly for the fall sports that hit the ground running and start season right away. They get into those middle years, sophomore, junior year, there might be some bumps and trials and tribulations in college, making sure they're good to go there. And then of course helping them with that transition after. Every area from our sports med, taking care of them like health-wise, to academics and student athlete enhancement, making sure that they're prepared for those next chapters and getting the grades. Putting together all of those pieces is what it takes to be successful both in the classroom and the competition.
Yeah, our goal is to win in the classroom, as our AD says all the time, and so that's what we really strive to have our student athletes do. And it's a great joy of mine to be able to invest in young men and women here. As a former collegiate student athlete myself, I had people who invested in me and spent time helping myself develop. And so it's a great joy and a great passion of mine to be able to invest back into student athletes and their ability to be successful on and off the field of competition.
Always important to remember that it's not just a busy time on the field, but in the classroom as well, especially as we're all winding down towards the end of the semester.
All right, back to soccer after this. Mike will visit with men's soccer team captain Graham Smith, one of the seniors, getting ready for Senior Day. That's up next when Bulls Roundup continues.
Your house here. Did you know I'm wasting your energy and money? Tampa Electric can help. Call for a free home energy audit, and an energy analyst will inspect your ductwork and insulation. Check windows and doors for leaks. Examine heating and cooling systems. All the places energy can be lost. The analyst will recommend solutions and even offer you rebates. Call Tampa Electric today to learn about all its energy-saving programs. They're free. Tampa Electric, the power to save you money.
Oh, hi, your computer here. Did you know I can help you save money on your electric bill with Energy Planner from Tampa Electric? This interactive energy management program puts you in control of your energy costs by giving you access to lower rates that are available 87% of the time. It's easy, it's free, and they'll even show you how to make the most of it. Sign up for Energy Planner, only from Tampa Electric. Tampa Electric, the power to save you money.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. Let's see what the doctor says.
Hello? Hi, sweetie. Okay, can you open your mouth? Yeah, that's going around. I'll send in a prescription.
Thanks, Doc. Not you, too.
When you need game day precision to sear, saute, or simmer, call on natural gas. With tight temperature control and instant on-off settings, you can entertain your fans at home anytime. People's Gas. We're delivering the natural choice more Floridians enjoy. Learn how you can earn up to $1,750 in cashback allowances with our energy conservation rebates at peoplesgas.com/enjoy.
I laughed, I cried, I told my friends it's a real life drama I recommend. It touches your heart, it opens your mind. It's part of your history, part of our times. Every day's another sequel, the ending's up to you. The amazing story, the amazing story.
Tampa Bay Times, official newspaper of the USF Bulls.
Welcome back to Bulls Roundup. We're joined now by senior midfielder Graham Smith. I want to talk to you about this conference championship. You guys, the regular season conference champs. What was the feeling like when you clinched at SMU?
Yeah, it was great because we knew we had to beat SMU to keep first place, you know. But we didn't know we were going to win the conference that day. So we won, and we were excited because we knew we would come home next weekend, and if we won next weekend, we'd win the league. But after a few results went our way, we won the league that night, so it was really exciting for us.
It was an interesting start to the season. You guys went your first 5 matches without a win, didn't score many goals. What was the kind of locker room like? Was there any frustration, or were you just kind of helping the guys stay the course?
Yeah, I mean, things haven't gone our way all year, which is typical for a season. You know, everything's not going to be peaches and rainbows, you know. But we stayed focused. You know, we kept working because we knew at some point it would break and fall in our favor. And it has the last few games, and we're hoping we can keep that going.
You've been here for a few years now, and it seems like Coach Kiefer, he really does this maybe on purpose to get you guys ready. He has that tough schedule, non-conference, and gets you guys ready for conference. Do you think that tough non-conference helped you guys down the stretch here?
Yeah, I think so, definitely, because we play these extremely hard non-conference games, and they kind of prepare us for our conference games, which our conference games are very tough. It doesn't matter if the team is highly ranked this year or not. The conference games are going to be tough, they're going to be challenging. So to keep our non-conference games very high as well, we keep that laser focus all year round.
You're the captain of this team. What did it mean to you when you got that honor?
Yeah, I mean, me and Nazim are captains of this team. But to be honest, I don't really look at myself as the only one that leads this team. You know, we got a bunch of seniors. You know, we all lean on each other to help steer this right direction. I just kind of wear the band.
When you transferred in here, you had a lot of upperclassmen, a lot of guys who were big parts of this program, Lucas Baldin, Wes Sharpie. What did you learn from them?
Yeah, I mean, Lucas, Wes, and you know, Dallas J, they're all good friends of mine, and I kind of saw their leadership style, and I was able to learn from them how they guided us in the right way, and I just try to do that as well.
What is your style? Is it the rah-rah yelling at the guys, or just lead through your play on the field?
It's a little through both. I try and get them going, but I'm a pretty easygoing guy, so I really try and stay positive with the guys, which, you know, positive onto the next thing. And, you know, when someone needs to be corrected, we'll correct it, but mostly just keep moving forward.
All right, let's talk about this upcoming weekend. It's the final home game, final game of the regular season. Has it sunk in yet that this is all the senior day festivities? I know it's not your last home game here, but still the emotions of a senior day, what's that going to be like?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting because the whole family will be here, you know. They get to travel down from Pennsylvania, so it's nice to have everyone in the stadium. And you think about it, but it doesn't really hit you till it's over. So when I'm done playing at Corbett, that's when it's probably all going to sink in. So, you know, these last few moments, I just got to enjoy them while I can.
You do have maybe 1, 2, 3, however many more home games coming up, because as the regular season conference champ, the Bulls get to host the conference championship.
Yeah.
So you guys had this situation last year, lost on your home field to Connecticut. You take that as motivation now going to this year's conference tournament right back here at home.
Yeah, definitely, because we know how much home field advantage can help us. And so we really have to take advantage of it. You know, we worked all season long to get that because the conference is restructured this year where there wasn't a predetermined host. Whoever came in first hosted it. So we worked all year long to get the home field advantage. So now that we have it, we really got to capitalize.
Our thanks to Graham Smith, and that's coming up on Friday, November 11th. That's the start of the conference tournament. Now the Bulls conclude the regular season this weekend at home against Temple. We'll be right back with more here on Bulls Roundup.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. Let's see what the doctor says.
Hello? Hi, sweetie. Okay, can you open your mouth? Yeah, that's going around. I'll send in a prescription.
Thanks, Doc. Not you, too.
The University of South Florida is a regional powerhouse with global significance, leading advances that are changing the world. Now a leader among the nation's universities in research, healthcare, and just being cool. The place where young men and women train to become the best.
This is where the Bulls run.
We are American. We have the grit to dig deep. And the courage to stand together. For us, it's all or nothing. You see, that's power. We are power.
The Bulls began their Salute to Service weekend with the volleyball team hosting East Carolina. Head coach Courtney Draper elaborates on the relationship the team has with the local servicemen in attendance at the game.
Of course, we appreciate all of those that serve our country and those that came out to support us tonight. The MacDill Air Force crew is certainly near and dear to our heart since we go out to their base at least once a year and spend some time with them. Formed a really nice relationship between the MacDill Air Force Base and the USF Bulls, so it was such an honor and a privilege to have them with us tonight.
The weekend recognition continued at the football game against Navy. Among the presentations during the game, the Pat Tillman Scholarship was awarded to Army Infantry Jeff Sargent.
Really actually an honor to honor Pat Tillman and everything that he stood for and everything that Tillman Scholars are actually going out there to do. So it's a huge honor to be able to do that. I mean, the scholarship, aside from the financial part, it's really a fraternity of people that are overachievers trying to really affect change within the community and the national level. For me, this scholarship will help me get into my occupational therapy program.
Larry Brow, the director of the Office of Veteran Success, presented the scholarship and noted in the Military Times Edge magazine, USF is named the best four-year college for veterans.
It's really impactful, not just for the student, but also for the university. It really gives the student a platform to be able to share the experiences of a veteran as they transition out of the military into the civilian world, and then find a new way to serve the community. We really appreciate what athletics does for our veterans here at USF because building that community among our veterans, athletics has really been kind of that vehicle to be able to pull our veterans together and get them out here cheering on the Bulls, especially to beat Navy. It's a great time.
To close the evening, head coach Willie Taggart emphasized his respect towards the servicemen and women.
To show our appreciation to them, I mean, that's what it's all about. You know, we couldn't do anything that we do nowadays if it weren't for our servicemen and servicewomen out there. For me to have kids and my family here and players doing what we do, all that wouldn't happen without them. And it was great seeing us going out and recognizing some of our vets out in the field, you know, standing there and just hearing the crowd behind that. Again, it shows you how special it is and what they mean to all of us. For us to be able to play this great game of football is because of what they did for us.
The Bulls Salute to Service continues into November with both basketballs hosting a military appreciation night. For the men's, they welcome FAMU on November 11th. For Bulls Vision, I'm Kaylee Glider.
Men's basketball Salute to Service game is on November 11th. That's also Veterans Day and the season opener for men's basketball. And the women's team will hold their game on January 17th.
You know, USF Athletics is privileged to have a lot of veteran coaches, but there may not be a program that has transformed under one coach as much as USF women's basketball has. From a struggling young program to a top 25 powerhouse and frequent NCAA tournament participant, things have really changed for the Bulls under the watch of head coach Jose Fernandez. Mike has a look back at the veteran head coach of USF women's basketball.
As Jose Fernandez begins his 17th season as head coach, the women's basketball program has the model of consistent winning, with 12 postseason appearances in the past 13 years. But 17 years ago, Fernandez was a 29-year-old interim head coach, thrust into the midst of a program in turmoil.
Nothing like that prepares you. You don't have anything that prepares you for what transpired. It was for those first 3-4 months, it was on-the-job training. You know, the program was going through a tough time.
He put the accountability and discipline in place right away. And he also took our student athletes that we had here, and as he started to also recruit well, he was able to develop players. And I also think that he related so well with our student athletes, and always has, that had such a huge impact out of the gate that it was just obvious that he was the right choice.
After a 4-24 debut season, Fernandez set out to build a program, and it began on the recruiting trail.
We hadn't recruited Florida before like we should have, and so that was there. And then at the same time to take our student athletes, once he had them here, and to be able to make them better, to develop our student athletes. And at the same time to understand the importance and stress the importance of what we needed to accomplish in the classroom and in the community.
I think you had to sell the vision, sell the university, sell the city of Tampa. We sold the opportunity to play right away, to compete in Conference USA, to get invaluable experience early on.
I want to help build a program with Jose being a new coach
and knowing what he was wanting to do with the program. That sold me in. Being close to home, I wanted to stay close to home because I'm from Ocala, Florida. So just what Jose wanted to do in building this program.
The 2003 class sparked a rise toward previously unheard of heights. 3 WNIT appearances and the Bulls' first NCAA tournament in 2006.
You know, recruiting Jessica Dixon, Nalini Miller, Rachel Sheets. Those were 3 guys that started right away for us.
We had a very close bond on the court as well as off the court. We did a lot of things off the court, bowling, movies, going over to each other's houses, cooking dinners and stuff. So I think that off the court bond helped us come together.
Winning is one thing, but the sustained success that the Bulls achieved throughout the rest of the 2000s came from a diligent effort to improve all aspects of the program.
I wanted to change the culture of the program and how the program was perceived, not only in the city of Tampa, in the state of Florida, but on the national landscape. You know, how are we going to change how this program is being thought of, not only on the basketball court, but in the community, and how these young ladies, we were getting them ready for life after basketball.
He himself went out into the community and took his staff and just tried to get the word out and get groups here and get people here to watch our girls compete. At the same time, he and others in the department did everything that they could from a standpoint with marketing and also just getting people in our department to understand and buy in and want to go to our basketball games, as well as the university community. So it took an effort of a lot of people, and as our marketing efforts grew and we did more, we were able to get people here.
USF's upward ascension continued in 2011 with the opening of the Muma Center, housing the basketball offices and practice facility.
We did have the Leroy Selman Center, so that was there. They had built that, but this practice facility, the Muma Center, is outstanding. Of course, we didn't have that, so I know for me coming in and getting up shots, I would have to get in the Sundome or sneak in the Sundome. I would be in there so much that I knew where the lights were.
Facilities have been huge for us, and naturally they help in recruiting, but they also give us the resources to help develop our student athletes to perform better on the court.
And now, it isn't just good enough to make the NCAA tournament, it's become the standard.
You know, having success postseason 12 out of 13 years in Jose's time frame is just incredible and speaks volumes. But it is the expectation now, not only to have, you know, a winning season and get into the NCAA tournament, but to be able to advance in the NCAA tournament.
It's staying the course, continuing to recruit the quality student athletes that are going to be successful in the classroom and the community on the court, and continue to bridge those relationships with our donors, with our season ticket holders, and with our fan base.
From 4 wins to 4 NCAA tournaments, and still much more to accomplish for Jose Fernandez and the USF women's basketball program.
As you can see from the banners at the end of that piece, just an incredible stat. No postseason appearances before Jose Fernandez came. Now 12 in the past 13 seasons. The Bulls are poised to chase down another one.
Should be a great season for them coming up. Stay with us. More to come as Bulls Roundup continues.
cried. I told my friends it's a real life drama I recommend. It touches your heart, it opens your mind. It's part of your history, part of our times. Every day's another sequel, the ending's up to you. The amazing story. The amazing story.
Tampa Bay Times, official newspaper of the USF Bulls.
When you need game day precision to sear, saute, or simmer, call on natural gas. With tight temperature control and instant on-off settings, you can entertain your fans at home anytime. People's Gas. We're delivering the natural choice more Floridians enjoy. Learn how you can earn up to $1,750 in cashback allowances with our energy conservation rebates at peoplesgas.com/enjoy.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. Let's see what the doctor says.
Hello? Hi, sweetie. Okay, can you open your mouth? Yeah, that's going around. I'll send in a prescription.
Thanks, Doc.
Not you too.
Thanks for being with us on Bulls Roundup. When we see you next, we'll have some video from the American Athletic Conference men's soccer tournament held here at USF. And congratulations to sailing coach Allison Jolly going into the State of Florida Sports Hall of Fame. We'll have her induction ceremony when we see you next on Bulls Roundup.